Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the action science fiction thriller, The Wandering Earth. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We upload multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. The story was written more than 20 years ago by Liu Cixin, the most well-known sci-fi author in China and the executive producer of this movie. It tells the story's first act. The entire book is easily adaptable into a trilogy. Early in the 22nd century, the sun is in a phase of fast accelerating deterioration. It will wipe out the Earth in 100 years. Human society undergoes a radical transformation in order to survive. All the nations are combined to form the United Earth Government, UEG. 10,000 enormous heavy material fusion propulsion engines are constructed, and they are used to gradually eject the Earth from its initial orbit. It takes 20 years to reach Jupiter, whose powerful gravity ought to be able to propel the frozen Earth through. However, on that fateful day, when Earth is passing Jupiter, a lot of bad things happen. The main character, Lu Qi, is a young heavy truck machinist who goes by the nickname Huko, which is somewhat of a Chinese inside joke. In exchange for special suits to exit the underground bunker, he smuggles some special instant inflating bubble capsules to the neighborhood criminals. He takes his little sister along in exchange for her helping him steal his grandfather's truck key. They enter an elevator to ascend to the surface after evading the thugs' pursuit. They are astounded to see the enormous Earth engine building, which is just one of the 10,000, outside. Using the key card that was taken, they locate the unique truck that their grandpa drives. They are apprehended and imprisoned just as the joyride is about to come to an end. When their grandpa tries to marry the warden of the prison, he is instead put in Lu Qi's cell. While everything is going on, their father, Lu Pei Chang, is preparing to land on Earth from a space station named the Navigator. He is working his final shift on the day that the Earth is due to pass Jupiter and pick up speed in preparation for leaving the solar system. Jupiter's gravity abruptly changes, causing a significant tremor on Earth. Numerous Earth engines fail, and the underground civilizations are destroyed or submerged in lava. Along with Tim, a cellmate, Lu Qi, his sister, and their grandfather managed to break out of jail. Grandpa drove his big truck and barely survived. Everyone on board the space station is given a warning by Moss, the primary computer AI, that the station will enter low energy mode soon and that they should return to their resting area. When the father, Lu Pei Chang, contacts the grandfather, he is shocked to discover that they are both in a truck. The closest bunker is where he points the truck. He then returns to his quarters to get ready for hibernation. An elite Chinese army unit intercepts the truck. To ignite Earth engines, a valuable cargo known as lighter core that they need to tow behind the truck. Grandpa is not pleased, but he must follow their instructions. The team's captain vows to comply with the father's repeated request to let them into a bunker, with the exception of the grandfather who will remain in charge of driving. After some time, the grandfather takes them to Shanghai, where a large gap has been left open by the massive tremor, revealing the old city coated in ice. The grandfather shares tales about his early years in the city as the truck squeezes through the opening. A deleted sequence reveals the sister's ancestry by depicting thousands of people frozen still on the ice. She is one of the few people who survived that catastrophe. Cliffs on both sides of the gap begin to collapse after a second tremor. Everyone's cars must be left outside in order to enter Shanghai's highest structure. The grandpa perishes as the tall structure collapses, and the team loses a soldier in the escape attempt. Lu Qi refuses to go on, blaming the captain for his demise. While Lu Qi, his sister, and Tim make their way back toward their house, the elite squad marches toward the Earth engine in Hangzhou while carrying the lighter core on their own. Lu Pei Chang, the father, learns through Moss at the space station that the grandfather's truck is missing. The ground is experiencing a new round of instability, and the AI is getting ready to leave Earth behind shortly after the hibernation program begins. He tries to escape the bay by severing the circuits inside of it. The AI Moss attempts to correct the problem by awaking other team members, but Makarov, a Russian teammate, decides to assist him instead. They exit the control center through the hatch closest to it and fly into the void. Makarov offers himself as a sacrifice and directs Lu toward a moving arm in order to get to the control room. Lu grabs hold of the control center's exterior and disables a hatch to get entry. The son Lu Qi and his buddies discover a crashed plane on Earth that still has a vehicle in it. They encounter the lone survivor, a mad scientist named Li, inside the truck. Li informed them that the disaster occurred because Jupiter's gravity is squeezing Earth's atmosphere so much that the air is too thin to even fly the plane. He urges them to go to Sulawesi, which is near the equator, and rescue a torque engine, a larger Earth engine. Lu Qi decides to save the Earth engine in Hangzhou first despite the fact that the truck is their final opportunity to turn around and get back home. The father, Lu Pei-cheng, enters the computer room of the space station and attempts to overrule Moss, but the AI tells him that it is only following out directives sent by the United Earth government. The navigator ship comes equipped with all the materials and DNA needed to establish a civilization on a far-off planet. Thus, the human race would survive even if the Earth were to collide with Jupiter. The elite crew learns from sources outside of Hangzhou that the entire city has been destroyed by lava. There, the Earth engine is irreparably broken. Due to the extreme cold, a teammate perished. They argue on whether or not to carry out the task. A female soldier fires towards the heart of the lighter, breaking it. For that, the captain nearly murders her. The truck driven by Lu Qi appears just as they are all at their wits' end, giving them a new mission: accompany the second lighter core inside the truck to Sulawesi. When they are finally close to arriving in Sulawesi, some other teams have already successfully rebuilt their engines. The reading, however, reveals that the Earth is still traveling in the direction of Jupiter. Earth cannot escape Jupiter's gravitational well even with the combined power of all its engines. The space station's Moss opens a channel to the Earth and broadcasts to everyone that they have just 7 days before the Earth is split apart, after explaining to Lu that all rescue operations are actually pointless. The brilliantly announces that they literally only have 1 day to live as Jupiter continues to drain the Earth's atmosphere. Lu Qi gets an epiphany as he observes the enormous Jupiter looming above him. Earth's oxygen can ignite when combined with Jupiter's hydrogen, creating a loud boom. Li concurs with him, so he creates a fresh strategy to save Earth. Tim and Lu drive the truck to deliver the lighter core, and then Li and another tech will go to the control room, while Lu's sister and the female soldier will proceed to the communication room. Elite warriors press a massive igniter pin. Major setbacks occur to the plan. The core is delivered, but the machine is stopped. Soldiers lack the manpower to push the pin. Li's software uploads, but freezes at 99%, and Lu's sister's pleas for assistance go unanswered. She immediately understands she can phone the space station in a crisis and requests Lu Pei-cheng's assistance. Lu answers the call, but Moss informs him that the idea has previously been thought of by someone else, and there is no chance it would succeed. Nevertheless, Lu calls the UAG and requests permission. Only the sister's message will be transmitted by UAG to the remaining rescuers. Lu's sister begs for the chance to preserve Earth while sobbing. Many rescuers come back and assist the military in removing the enormous pin. Finally, Lu Qi, the son, manages to free the machine, and they then drive the truck while dodging the engine. Except for the launch program, everything is prepared. Despite being severely damaged by falling pebbles, the technician is able to insert the proper cable into the socket. Finally, the program was fully uploaded. As soon as Lu's truck just about makes it outside, the brilliantly launches the program. The torque engine, which is the larger Earth engine, fires a direct red beam towards the direction of Jupiter's enormous eye, but the power cannot reach the ignition region. It is 5,000 kilometers shorter. The navigator carries 30,000 tons of gasoline, which, if lit, should produce a 5,000 kilometers of flame, as the father, Lu Pei-cheng, recalls. Moss, the AI, tries in vain to stop him. Lu sets fire to the computer and steers the space station manually in the direction of the red light. The two Lu speak one last time before the red flash obliterates the space station. "You will see me when you look at the Jupiter," the father says again. The son notices his father's ship turning into a fireball as he stares up at the enormous red eye in the sky. The atmosphere of Jupiter is on fire. A massive impact wave is approaching. People rush to enter the bunker beneath the ground. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.